Hey guys, what is going on? It is Monday, the start of a brand new week, and we have got one hell of a video for you today. Now the question is, Shiba Inu has performed exceptionally for a long period of time. Well, that's if you bought it early, you'd be very happy to say the least. But how about now? What's the future for it? Because there's some extremely bullish news around the future of it in my opinion, but I want you to make an informed decision and we're going to discuss it today. Now, before we do get into today's video where we're going to cover everything, the latest crypto news and of course the figures, be sure to hit that like button, drop me a comment and please do subscribe because it really does help us within the algorithm and we're so close to 13,000 subscribers. Now we've got over all the formalities, let's get straight into today's video and see exactly what is going on. Now let's start off with the main article. Now, it is being dubbed the Dogecoin killer. Now, Shiba Inu's blazing burn has basically soared past 5,000%, and 2.7 million tokens were actually gone in one day. Now, this is absolutely insane. Now, its token burn rate has absolutely catapulted by over 5,000% in the last 24 hours, leading to the destruction or the burn or the getting rid of 2.7 million tokens. Now, the act of burning, if you don't know what it means, is basically when you have a general supply. So say, for example, there's 100 tokens of this project. And of course, there's a lot more in the Shiba Inu. I'm just trying to simplify this for your understanding. Say there's 100 tokens, and every time there's a transaction, a percentage of that overall value of tokens is burnt. When there's less tokens, but there's the same amount of buy pressure, it should, in theory, lead to a price increase. Because clearly, if there's the same supply or same demand and say reduced supply, the buying pressure should increase, which means that the price of it should also increase as a result of that. So it's very interesting, and I think that this is a positive for Shiba Inu and Shibarium, which is its layer 2 protocol and solution. That's, to be honest, it's just passed over 4 million different transactions, which is insane. It's an insane feat that they've done. Why does this matter? Let's just cover some of these points here. Additionally, the network boosts over 1.8 million blocks, mined over 1.2 million individual addresses. So 1.2 individual addresses, which is a huge amount, and that is reflecting a steady increase in daily transactional activity with around 16,000 daily users. Now, earlier in the week, a record-breaking 47,000 increase was observed with over 28 million SHIB tokens burn forever gone from its total supply. Well, now Shiba is notorious for its huge supply, to be honest with you. It's capped just shy of 1 quadrillion tokens, and more than 40% of these have now been permanently taken out of circulation via strategic burns. And at the time of actually making this video, let's have a look at some of the stats around Shiba. Right now, you can see it's down 0.13%, but if we look at it in the last 7 days, we are seeing a little bit of sideways trading. But let's have a look at some of the facts. Its volume is up 39% in the last 24 hours, which is a substantial amount. Let's have a look at how it's performed over the last year. You can see it's nowhere near its highs it's ever been at. And let's have a look at it all time. It's got an awful way to go. Now, if you look at this chart and you're not a little bit excited, I would question when you think around the total supply available on the market, and you'd say this whole article is building a little bit of excitement. For me, not financial advice, I have just bought some more Shiba because this has just made me feel excited around the future of it, and this is a long-term hold for me. It's definitely not in my top five investments, but there is an air of excitement for it. Let's move on to the next article. Now, yesterday you will remember we spoke about Do Kwon's extradition. Now, that has been approved, but the destination of where he is going is definitely not clear. Is he going to Korea? Is he going to go to China? Unlikely, in my opinion. Is he going to go to Dubai? Because we do see a lot of these people head towards Dubai. So let's see exactly where he's going to go. But the absolute breaking news is the High Court have announced that basically, good luck. You have met the requirements for extradition, but where you're going is not clear. Could you be heading to America? Now, the SEC has faced challenges and it's looking for arguments with pretty much everybody. Oh, that's how it seems within the crypto space. But do you know what? They have served legal notices to Hex founder Richard Hart. Now, the SEC, like them, hate them, they are regulating the space. And to be honest, the majority of good people in the space understand the need for regulations. Now, the SEC have come out and accused them of the sale of unregistered securities, that old term that we always see. But there is a very different one with this, and this guy is a very flamboyant character when his token pretty much looks like this. You can see the highs at the top. Its all-time highs is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at it right up there on that chart. At one point, it was up over 45, 46 cents. Right now, it's not even half a cent. It's 0.0061. That is one hell of a decrease in its price value. Yet this guy is walking around, putting videos online with his $1 million jewelries and crazy things like that, when frankly people are at an exceptional loss. This is going to be very interesting. For me, this one disgusts me more than ever. The SEC have accused him of fraud on the 31st of July this year, and allegedly that he raised $1 billion through the sale of unregistered securities. This guy's gone missing. Where he is, nobody knows. The effects of some of this thing is we're not seeing too much action. It's travelling sideways. Is this the next project to really dump? Who knows? It's already dumped a huge amount, but can it go further? That is the question on everybody's lips. Well, it's definitely on mine anyway. Now, blockchain billionaire, he's actually a real-world billionaire as well, Mark Cuban, wants to tap into blockchain for tokenization of real estate. And I think it's a really important point. You know, we've spoken about this many times on some of my live streams. The real value for NFTs, and I've said this many times for me, is the proof of ownership of real-world items. So the actual certificate to say that you own your house, for example. And this, for me, is exactly what he's getting at. But, you know, this isn't new technology. In Dubai, they brought this out in 2020, July 2020. So it's over 3 years old. Now, it's a UAE, Dubai-based property developer. They are looking to, well, they've actually rolled this out to tokenize its assets. So when you buy a house in Dubai, you will get the digital footprint for that. So Mark, you're probably 3 years behind, but we welcome you in with this thought process. This is a very, very solid point. There is a few projects like Block Square already doing this, tokenizing, and also fractionalizing the ownership of that token, which is a whole different conversation we can talk about in the future, but this is a great step forward. And finally, the last piece of news, it comes from another exchange. CyberSwap says that $54.7 million was taken during its previous attack, or stolen from its systems during its last attack. Now, around all of that money, it was exploited, and I think it was several exploits in the last week, which has been pretty terrible. And in response, they paused deposits, launched an investigation, and contacted the relevant parties and initiated negotiations with the attackers in an attempt to receive their funds. They actually offered a 10% bounty as an incentive for the funds, but we've not actually heard anything from this. Now, we're praying for the best outcome for this. For me, the one take home I would say is store your assets securely and safely. That is all I want to say on that matter. Now, let's have a look at how the charts have reacted. Let's go straight into Bitcoin. We didn't see the test of the top we hoped for yesterday, and we saw a little bit of a downtrend. Reminder, the bottom of the range is $35,260. Well, we said 300 yesterday, didn't we? So we'll stick to that. And the top of the range is $38,000. The current price right now is $37,000. Nothing too exciting there. Ethereum followed the exact same path, but what we will say is Ethereum moved first. And you know what? We pretty much called that yesterday. So the bottom of the Ethereum range is $1,960. And the top of the range is $21,080. Currently, we're at $2,044. I said 20,000 again then, didn't I? What a fool. Let's move on. Let's move on quickly. Let's act like it didn't happen. Now, the Fear and Greed Index is at 71, which still suggests some positive buying pressure. Yesterday, we were at 74, so a slight decrease, but we are seeing some excitement, although the global cryptocurrency market cap is down 1.22% in the last 24 hours. So Bitcoin is down 1.14%, Ethereum is also down 1.49%, BNB is down 2.3%, XRP is down 2.5%, Solana is down 4.5% in the last 24 hours. So you would say that the markets are looking pretty red. And they are. When you look at crypto bubbles, apart from USTC, which has come from nowhere, we're going to do a different video about that, and Luna Classic, well, who the hell is buying that these days? Seriously, you want to be stung twice? I don't get it. It's not a great start to the week, but it is a Monday morning. Let's see what is coming. I anticipate a much more positive video tomorrow. Be sure, if you do like these videos and you are enjoying them daily, hit that like button, drop me a comment, and please do subscribe. But most importantly, there's only one thing left that I need to say, and that's right, you've got it. Let's go.